I thought he was a man of God, a shepherd of souls, but behind closed doors, he was just another predator in designer clothes. My name is Aisha, and I live in Lagos. I used to think my life was just normal. I am what people call a hookup girl. I know it's not the best job, but it paid the bills. I met Pastor Emmanuel in the most unexpected place, a club in Los Angeles. I was there with a client. The club was packed with celebrities, influencers, and rich men who love to show off their money. And then I saw him. He didn't look like a pastor. No suit, no Bible, just an expensive designer shirt and a gold watch and a glass of champagne in his hand. He had the confidence of a man who owns the world. At first, I didn't recognize him. He looked familiar, but I couldn't place him. He was surrounded by security and flashy men who looked like businessmen. Then he came over. His voice was deep, commanding. His presence made people stop and listen. Emmanuel said, offering no last name, no mention of being a pastor. He told me I had a beautiful energy. He bought me drinks, made me laugh, and made me feel like I was the only woman in that club. That night, I went home with him to a spent house suite, one of many I would later find out. It wasn't a one-time thing. After that night, he kept in touch. He called, texted, sent me gifts, expensive ones, designer bags, watches, perfumes, and then invited me on a trip. That's when I realized he wasn't just another rich businessman. He was a man of God, or at least that's what he told the world. Pastor Emmanuel had everything: a massive church in Lagos, private jets, mansions in different countries. He was always on TV, preaching about righteousness, family, and morality. His followers adored him, hung on to every word he said. But behind the scenes, he lived like a king. He took me to Dubai, Paris, the Maldives. We stayed in five-star hotels, dined in the best restaurants, and shopped in the most luxurious stores. He introduced me to his wealthy friends, politicians, businessmen, other powerful men. He made me feel special. You are different, he would say. I trust you. He told me stories of his hard life, how people always wanted something from him. And I believed him. For almost a year, I traveled the world with him. Whenever I had a church conference in another country, he would fly me in secretly. We would spend nights in exotic resorts. Then in the morning, he would put on his pastor suit and preach about holiness. I was blind, or maybe I didn't want to see the truth until the inevitable happened. I missed my period. I took a test and it was positive. My heart dropped. I tested him immediately. No reply. I waited a day, then two. Still no response. I called him. Nothing. Days passed before he finally called back. But he wasn't the same charming man. His voice was cold. What do you want? He asked. I am pregnant, I said. Silence. He yelled over the phone. And then he said the words that shattered me. That's not my problem. I was stunned. But you are the father. Don't be ridiculous, he snapped. I have a wife. I have a church. You are trying to blackmail me. Then he hung up. And just like that, I realized the truth. I was nothing to him, just another girl. I tried to reach out to his church, thinking someone would help me. Instead, they turned against me. They called me a liar, a homewrecker. They said I was trying to ruin a man of God. I had no choice. I went to social media and told my story. I posted everything, the messages, the dates, the photos, and the internet exploded. Some people believed me, others called me names. But then something unexpected happened. Three other women came forward. Chioma, a former church worker, said Pastor Emmanuel promised to leave his wife for her. When she got pregnant, he forced her to get an abortion. And Blessing, a singer in his choir, said he took her on spiritual retreats that were actually vacations. When she asked for commitment, he threatened her. What about Sophia, a university student? Said he took her virginity. He had promised to pay for her education. Instead, he used her and abandoned her. More women started whispering. More stories came out. But Pastor Emmanuel had money. He had lawyers, PR teams, police connections. So he fought back. He denied everything. He called me a gold digger, a prostitute, a liar. His church members attacked me online. They flooded my page with insults. Some journalists started supporting him because he paid them. And then the threats started coming. My phone wouldn't stop ringing. Strange numbers, men cursing me, telling me to disappear or else. I lost my apartment. No one wanted to rent to me, and I couldn't get a job. I had to run. I left Nigeria and relocated to Ghana. The other women went silent. They were scared. And I was scared too. The social media buzz died down. People moved on. Months later, I gave birth to my baby, a beautiful little girl. I named her Hope because that's all I had left. I know people won't believe me. They will say I made it up, that I just wanted money. But I know the truth. Pastor Emmanuel is not a man of God. He is a fraud, a hypocrite. He hides behind his church while living like a celebrity, using his power to silence those who expose him. But I believe one thing: the truth always finds a way. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day. Because money and power can hide a lot of things, but they can't hide the truth forever. Be careful who you trust. People who seem like saints can be the worst sinners. And don't be afraid to speak up. Your voice matters. Have you or someone you know experienced something similar? Drop a comment. Share this story. Let's make sure the truth is never buried. Thank you for staying to the end. Please like and subscribe.